Oh, it's Fabio Malaspina with Patriots on the Fly. Today I'll show you to tie the gold hare's ears nymph. Hope you enjoy the video and we'll see you next week.
Okay, we're gonna tie a gold hare's ears nymph. I already put hook on my vise. This is a Tiemco 3761 size 12 hook. Already put a gold bead of the appropriate size. I'm going to use some brown size 18 on thread. You can use 70 denier or whatever thin thread you have. I'm going to apply a thread base here along the hook shank. I want to go about to the where the curve of the hook starts. I'm going to get a chunk of fur out of this hare's ears mask, and I'm going to get just enough to make a small tail. This is how much I got. I'm going to pull any longer fibers and I'm going to put any short fibers by grabbing the fur from the tips and then pulling the short hair. I'm gonna lay this at an angle across the hook shank, and then I'm gonna secure it in place with a few thread wraps, and then I'm gonna go over those butt ends and cinch them down. So now we got the tail in place. I'm going to get some small gold ultra wire. I have a small piece right here, and I'm gonna lay that inside that bead and wrap it down along the hook shank. I'm gonna go down to the base of that tail. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the base of that tail and create a dubbing loop. So I'm gonna run my finger through the thread, go with the bobbin, go around with the bobbin, and lock that and close that loop. And now hopefully you can see that loop that I created. I'm gonna apply a little wax to the thread, dubbing wax. I'm gonna get my dubbing spinner, insert it into that dubbing loop. Hope you can see that, what I've done there. I'm going to get some hare's ears dubbing, natural color. I'm gonna apply small quantity. And insert into the dubbing loop. Like so. I'm going to spin my dubbing spinner. That's going to cause that dubbing to spin itself around that thread loop, the dubbing loop that we created. I'm going to keep spinning this, and I'm going to palmer this around the hook shank. I wouldn't worry about, if you have a lot of things spiking out, we can trim that off. Now I'm going to create a carrot shaped body. It's going to be narrower close to the tail, and it's going to get thicker as we get close to the bead. Like so. I'm going to go over with my thread and lock that dubbing loop in place, and I'm going to cut it off. I'm gonna cut some of these very long fibers like so. Then I'm gonna get my gold wire and I'm gonna palmer it through the dubbing that we just applied to create some segmentation. Like so. I'm gonna work with my thread and lock it in place. Get my bed scissors and cut that wire off. I'm gonna cut some more of these fibers. Okay, so now I'm gonna create yet another dubbing loop. Like so. Apply a gentle amount of dubbing wax. I'm going to get a small amount of 4 out of this Hare's mask. I'm going to insert my dubbing loop twister first. Cut some of this fur off. You see how much I have here. I'm going to grab all the longer fibers out and pull them out. And I'm going to remove as much of the under fur as possible. I'm going to insert this into the dubbing loop. I'm going to use my bodkin to spread these fibers out a little, like so. I'm going to cut some of these butt ends. Like so. I'm going to readjust these fibers here. And then I'm going to spin my dubbing spinner. A few times, and I'm going to let that hair spin freely. Okay, so now we have created the this dubbing for here, and I'm going to palmer it right behind that bead. And as I do that, I pull those fibers back, like so. There you go. And that's the right amount and right length of those fibers. You don't want those fibers to be too long. You want them to be about maybe half the length of the hook shank. I'm going to get my whip finisher now and we'll finish this fly. I'm going to lift the thread up and cut it off. And there you have it, a gold Hare's ears nymph. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.